work with a mentor in their company, financially they're equipped, right? So of course, what we do in events and what I'm helping you with takes money, and it takes an investment, and it takes a good money and investment. It's not like a $10,000 investment we're talking about. So like financial, I'm not saying that you have to tell me and reveal your financials or anything like that. I just want to know financially, are you capable to float money for a little bit if we set up events?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No problem.
And when I say capable, I'm talking like 500 grand or more.
Yes. I mean, and you're talking floating it for every month, or what are we talking?
I'm just saying in the beginning stages of getting started, like I tell people at least 500,000. Doesn't mean that that's what we're going to have or need or utilize, but we may have to float like 2 or 3 markets. And when I look at a market, I'm going to say it's going to cost about 50 to 60 per market, because you got ad spend that's going to cost you on social media probably 30 grand that we're going to want to do an ad spend through social media, Facebook marketing, to fill up the events and put butts in the seats. I think for what you guys have right now, we don't need to go to TV. I mean, TV to create an infomercial, just to shoot it, is 30 grand. And then we're spending another 50 and 60 on TV ads. I don't think we need to go there. And even radio is about a 30 grand spend, and mail is around the same. However, I think we can hold off on those channels in the beginning, because I'm filling up events literally all just through internet these days. I'm not even really pushing the other mediums. And I get a better cost per registration. I get great buyers coming in. It's fantastic. And then you got your hotel fees you got to take care of. So, you know, in New York City, I'm in a ballroom today. It's going to cost me probably 5 grand. However, that's New York City. When we go to another market, it's probably $1,500 a day for a ballroom, or less, maybe 1,000. So we do either 3 or 4 days in a market. So if you're like in LA, you want to do 4 days to capitalize on the market because it's spread out, huge population. In New York, I mean, literally we could have done 5 days here without as many registrations as we have right now. So you got your ballroom expense, let's just call it $1,500 a day. And then you got reps that go out there on the road and they sell for you. And then you got a speaker. And the reps typically get paid about $250 a day plus $50 in per diem. And then they get a commission on the front end. So the commission is like a certain percentage that we would allocate. Maybe it's 10% of what you generate, and we split it amongst the team. What I like to do is do it all team-based, and there's a reason and a theory for it. If you're having like everybody eat what you kill, it becomes a nightmare and you lose sales, as opposed to doing it as a team atmosphere. So in the event model, I do things a little bit differently than some other companies. And then you got your speaker payment. Now, in your beginning stages, your speakers that are out there that are good, they're going to want to see a guarantee of 5 grand just to go out and do the event, because you know, other companies, they're making $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in commission speaking, but they know like the model works, they're secure with that. So most speakers these days get a minimum of 5 grand plus. And then what we do is eventually they're just going to be commission only, where they would get like 10 to 20%. It depends on what price point you sell at the front end. And then on the back end, those guys get 10%, the speakers on the stage. And like this weekend, I think in New York, or Philly, Laura probably has those numbers, but I want to say we had 60 people in the room, and they did close to $600,000 in sales in Philadelphia this past weekend. So they crushed it. We can do the same thing for you. The back-end teams, they get paid the same $250 plus 50 commission, or 50, I'm sorry, in per diem, and then they get like a percentage of the commission as well. It's like 1% to maybe 1.5. And again, it's all done off of the total dollar collected, so not just off of their own personal sales, because if you do it off of your sales, what's going to happen is they're going to step on each other's toes, and they're going to try to cherry pick leads, and it just doesn't create a good atmosphere. And then the next thing that we can do is with your current list, with your current events that you have, or with your current database, I mean, we could even look at putting a potential event together in Vegas and inviting everybody to come to Vegas and do maybe a 2 or 3 day event out there where you guys both speak. You could bring in somebody like myself, Sam, I'm sure could speak there, and some others. We could either do a pitch fest, which, it depends if you want to split your leads 50-50 and the money that's coming in 50-50 with another speaker, or do you just deliver the training and do you just deliver the product and you sell your own products there? My personal opinion is sell your own products in the beginning. Don't bring in outside speakers, because here's what happens. You get somebody like me that will go in there, clean house, then I'm going to take your leads and I'm just going to go sell the back end for 10, 20 grand, and now you don't have anything. So I want to make sure that you have that first shot at the lead, you know what I mean?
And one other thing, Russ, I think John and Luke are very modest. These guys have a suite of products that that they've sold over the years, and I know you guys have come up with some kick-ass offers, everything from Bitcoin to what you guys are doing now, and I don't even know what other stuff you have available. So, they got a ton of stuff that they could potentially pitch, package, and sell that will add a lot of value,
Yeah, good. Okay, and here's the other thing is I work with Learning Annex on some stuff. So they want somebody there, and they won't take the other 2 Amazon guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They are asking me right now for a product, and I told them I'll find something for them. They want Amazon or e-com. I think Amazon's a sexy pitch. It's an easy pitch. Problem with Learning Annex is 2 things. One, they want 60 to 50% split on front and back. But with what your products are and what you have and deliverables, it may work in your model. To whereas somebody that has to deliver everything live, it doesn't necessarily work in that model. And it could get us good exposure quickly. They're willing to even put up a budget for an event coming up here soon. From the conversation I had, they said, Russell, I'm willing to, put up money in a New York area or LA market the event. You send out your team, you send out your speaker, we split it 50-50. That's somebody we could potentially work with. However, I believe you guys can do it all internally, and I can broker something to get you on the Learning Annex stage, or just get the product on the Learning Annex stage. What they do is big breakout rooms with 100 people, 200 to 500. You start off there. If your numbers are good, you can get up to main stage of the 10 and 20,000 people. And then the phone room aspect, we can get that going as well. I think you're going to need phone sales guys if you don't have them already, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
I'm sure if I got those leads in the right person's hands and we did a little warm-up campaign of a new product you're getting ready to offer, you said you have a version 2.0 coming out, right? So we could...